Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Pod Planet Entertainment. My name is Chris, and in case you don't know, I review movies and I rank them on a scale of 0 to 100 in increments of 5. Count them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Meaning there's no 63s out of 100, it's just either 60 or 65. That's it. So, just in case you didn't know, but you probably already knew, or probably not. Because most of my viewers aren't subscribed, so you should subscribe. Your boy would appreciate it. You know, I mean, it would touch me, right here, and caress me, and make me feel nice. Okay, so welcome back to Potty Plant Entertainment, and today we are going to be reviewing the new A24 horror movie, Men. So Men stars Jessie Buckley and Rory Keener, and it was directed by Alex Garland, who also directed Ex Machina, which, by the way, I love. I think it's an amazing movie. I know that there were some people, like, when that movie came out, that said that, like, this is, like, the movie that will reach the cosmos and hey, there's a spider on my ceiling. There's a little bug there. You want to catch him? But as I was saying, a lot of people were saying that Ex Machina was, like, really just, like, amazing, and it was revolutionary, and a lot of people were just like, yeah, that was pretty overrated. I was personally in the category where I thought it was absolutely amazing. I loved every minute of Ex Machina, and so Alex Garland making another movie and working with A24 could be pretty cool, right? So, Men is a new horror movie about a lady who, after the death of her husband, by the way, we are not going to be getting into spoilers, but I do want to talk some about the ending after I give my rating, so just so you're aware of that. But it's about a lady who, after the death of her husband, goes and rents out this cottage just to sort of get away, think, do some soul searching, and while she's there, she begins to notice that the men around her are very weird, and they're all look exactly the same, and eventually they start trying to kill her, and some weird stuff happens. I went in this, and it was about as good as I expected. I went in this thinking, it's going to be alright, you know. And it's pretty good, not amazing or anything. Ex Machina is far superior to this, but I do like this movie. So let's talk about why. First, I was very surprised how many people were in my theater. I think this movie's going to make some good money, hopefully, because I couldn't believe how many people were in my theater. There were actually a lot of people there, and this was 8 o'clock at night, the day before this film came out, because the movie official release date is today, but I saw it yesterday. I talked a little bit about my straight out of theater thoughts on TikTok, so follow me on TikTok at Potty Planet Entertainment for bonus content. But I was happy to see, so there was a lot of people there to support an A24 film. I appreciated that. This movie is... It takes its time. It takes its time to build us up to what's to come. I appreciate that while throwing in a little bit of, scary stuff along the way. I appreciated that. It just doesn't throw you right into the fire. The performances are really good. For me, Rory Keener was the standout here. He plays multiple different characters, and he does a great job. This movie is very creepy. Very, very creepy. There's some pretty creepy moments. Like, there's a tunnel scene that you see in the trailer where she's, like, echoing and creating, like, music. Like, ha, 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 like that. That was probably my favorite scene in the whole movie because, no spoilers, but when she's in that tunnel, something happens and it's just really creepy. There's some really good imagery in this. Some of it is really beautiful. Like, there's, like, the woods, like, suddenly turned into, like, this gallery of space. What do you call it? The planetarium, almost. Like, the woods are there in this wide shot, and then all of a sudden you just see nothing but beautiful stars. It's got some cool stuff like that, but it also has some really gross imagery, and we will be talking about that after I give my rating. The music in this is very creepy and very intense. The cinematography is beautiful. It's got a few good scares in it. It's not a jump scare movie, thank God, but it's got some good scares in it. There was one point where, like, a lady in my theater literally went, so that was pretty cool. Let's see. It's got some practical and CGI effects, which is always nice to see a blend of the two, especially, you want more practical, but it's got a, let's see. the situation with her husband, which I won't spoil for you, but the situation that she's in with her husband before he died, they keep cutting this and showing to you like what led her to go to this cottage. It makes it very easy to root for her. She's not a wimp at all. She's strong even before her husband dies. She's just not. She's not like running around screaming, and you know, she's strong, and I appreciated that about her. And this movie definitely leaves you thinking. It definitely leaves you thinking. I put the ending, and then I put in bracket, I put pro, because the ending is definitely something. It's shocking, and it's an ending to a movie, all right. It's a climax, that it is. That it is. All right, let's get into my cons. So one, there's some de-aging technology in this on one person, and it's really bad. There's also this one where like this one of the like the dudes who all look alike, he gets a hand injury. I won't say anything about it, but the makeup effects on that don't look very convincing to me. This movie is disgusting. It is. It's too ambiguous. A lot of horror movies today seem to be ambiguous. Like they're trying too hard to be ambiguous. Every now and then I want to go to a horror movie and just be like, can I please like get some explanation as to what's going on? But this movie never does, and it would have been nice if it did. Also, the antagonist never questions why all the men look the same. She just never seems surprised by it at all, which is very weird. Okay, I want to talk about the ending now, so with all that being said, I did like Men. It's not Alex Garland's best film. A lot of people are saying that this movie is very pretentious, especially because of the ending. I understand that, but either way, I enjoyed it, and I'm going to give it a 75. All right. Now comes what the poop. Now comes the spoiler section. All right, let's talk about this ending. My gosh, this ending. All right, so like she's trying to leave, right? And then the dude takes her car and he comes back and he tries to hit her with the car, but he crashes the car. And then he keeps giving birth to himself, and it gets close-ups of CGI women-y part things, but then they also start to come out like the mouths and stuff, and then there's the one part where like the feet come up out of the mouth and they give birth through the mouth, and it's utterly disgusting. And I could see why a lot of people would say that that is very pretentious of Alex Garland, because he's just trying too hard to be artsy, and he thinks like, oh yeah, this is magnificent filmmaking. Like I get it. I get why people would say that's pretentious, but I don't really know if I enjoyed it. It was the first time, though, I've ever seen a movie in a movie theater where out loud I said, because it just, I didn't know what to make of it, and I was like in my seat. It was just, it was gross. And it's never explained. Like I said, this movie's too ambiguous. It would have been nice to have some sort of explanation as to what was going on. Is that the bug? Anyway. Yeah. So that's Men. That's Men for you. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to PolyPoint Entertainment for more. Hit the like button. Leave me reviews, suggestions, and comments down below. Follow me on Instagram at PolyPoint Entertainment for channel updates and stuff, other cool stuff on my Instagram. I'm very active on my Instagram, so follow me on Instagram and follow my TikTok, because I do like cool, some bonus stuff where I talk about movies straight out of the movie theater. So follow me there, and go see Men. Go support Men. It's nice to support independent original filmmaking. So go support Men. Go support it. But don't take your kids to it. And if you can't handle gross stuff, believe me, and this might not be for you, because I was not comfortable. I'll say that. So, yeah. But that's Men for you. That's Men. Much love. It's alright, guys. I caught the bug.